Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Dentistry for Beginners. So guys, today we are going to talk about topic caries analysis and arch perimeter analysis. So basically these are model analysis which are essential to diagnose our treatment plan. So why are we studying these two together? The main reason is because they are same as in caries analysis and arch perimeter analysis. They both are done in exact same manner. But what is the main difference? The main and the only difference in between these two is that caries analysis is done in lower arch, whereas arch perimeter analysis is done in upper arch. So this is the only difference in these two, otherwise they are completely same. So how do we do this? How do we do this caries analysis or arch perimeter analysis? So basically, first thing we will measure is the determination of tooth material, and second we will measure the arch length. So now, how we will measure the tooth material? So what is basically tooth material is mesodistal width of a particular tooth. So in this analysis, caries or arch perimeter, from which tooth to which tooth is required? It is from second premolar to second premolar. That is from the mesial surface of permanent first molar of one side to mesial surface of permanent first molar. As shown in this diagram, from the mesial surface of first molar, permanent first molar, on one side to another, all these teeth which are involving, we will measure the mesodistal of these and then we will sum them up. So that will give us the total tooth material. Now determination of arch length. So how arch length is measured? Basically arch length is what? Arch length is the length of the basal bone of the jaw that is there. So in order to measure, we will take a soft brass wire and we will place it along the teeth which are involved, of which we have taken the tooth material. So basically in the premolar region, this brass wire will go from the buccal cusp tip of the premolars. As shown in this diagram, these buccal cusp of the premolars were included on both sides. Anteriorly, this will extend, but it will depend on the type of anterior teeth present. Basically, anterior teeth can be in three possible categories. First one is well aligned, second is proclined, and third is retroclined. So, well aligned, when teeth are well aligned, that time this brass wire will go along the incisal edges of the teeth because they are approximately above the basal bone area of that particular jaw. In proclined teeth, this brass wire will go along the cingulum area of the incisors. In case of retroclined teeth, when teeth are retroclined, this brass wire will go along the labial surfaces of the incisors. That means outside the teeth. So that is how it is covering the basal bone arch area. As shown in this figure, this is showing for proclined teeth. Now teeth are proclined, so wire will go from where? Cingulum part of the tooth surface, incisors, as shown in this diagram. Now here in this, the teeth are well aligned. When they are well aligned, that time the brass wire will grow on the incisal edges, as shown here. Now this figure shows retroclined incisor. So in retroclined cases, the wire will grow from where? It will go from the labial surface of the incisors. So this is how this is done. So this is how arch length is measured. Now this brass wire, we will straighten it and keep it along the scale and measure it. For example, we will see this diagram. It is showing a combination of incisors, like one is retroclined and one is proclined. So here what will happen? Here where one is retroclined, the brass wire will go along the labial surface of the teeth. Whereas where one is proclined, it will go along the cingulum region. As shown here, this is going along the labial surface and this side it is going on the cingulum. Now in order to measure, we will straighten this wire and keep it along the scale. And now we will measure as shown here, it is 50 mm. So that is from one side. If we'll take the other side also and sum that up, it will be around 100 mm. So this is how we will measure arch length. The discrepancy between the tooth material and arch length, the difference between both these. So for that we will subtract arch length from the tooth material and we will get a value. So now from the value we will find the inference, and inference is telling about the tooth material. So when tooth material is excess by 0 to 2.5 mm, in those cases we will just do proximal stripping. When the discrepancy where tooth material is 2.5 to 5 mm more, in those cases we will extract a teeth, but that is second premolar. And when the discrepancy is more than 5 mm, then we will extract first premolars. So this is how we will compensate the extra tooth material that is present in the arch. Now for example, we will take the scale where the maxillary and mandibular arch are shown, and now this is the dimensions of the teeth of the central incisors, lateral incisors, canines and both the premolars of both right and left side in maxilla and mandible. First we are measuring the arch perimeter analysis that is done in maxilla. So here this is the maxillary arch, and now in order to measure the tooth material, first what we will do, we will measure tooth material of both right and left side of maxilla. Now for arch length we will look at this incisor teeth positioning. They are proclined, so the wire will grow along the cingulum area. So now we will measure this and we will measure the arch length. Now we will do the difference between these two, and that is we will subtract arch length from tooth material. So after subtracting we will get 7 mm difference. 7 mm means it is more. That means tooth material is 7 mm by excess. So in this case what we will do, we will extract first premolar. Now we will do careys analysis. As careys analysis is done in lower arch, so here this is the lower arch and these are the measurements of the lower arch. Similarly here again we will measure the tooth material, that is by summing the mesiodistal width of all these right and left mandibular teeth from second premolar to second premolar. Now for arch length, again now we will see at the arch, as laterals are retroclined and centrals are proclined. So our brass wire will grow in between. So as it will go in between, this will go like this and up. Then we will straighten it up and measure it. So now in order to find the difference between these, we will subtract this tooth material from the arch length and the difference is 11. So that is showing that tooth material is excess by 11 mm. So now in order to again correct, we have to reduce the tooth material, and for that we will do what? We will extract the first premolar. So guys, this is about careys analysis and arch perimeter analysis, how these are exactly similar with the only differences, one is for upper arch and one is for lower arch. So guys, thank you so much. I really hope that you enjoyed this session and you are enjoying learning with me, and I would really appreciate if you will give suggestions or any improvement you want. You can just always put a comment so that I can just focus on that zones also. And please do subscribe my channel. Thank you guys and have a great day. Bye bye. will